This is a Studio Series Dark of the Moon Bumblebee. This is an absolutely great figure with only some minor flaws. One being it's owned by the same type of person that owns this figure. I'm going to milk this figure for as long as I possibly can. Now, one of the first things you notice about the packaging is that there is no plastic. That's because Hasbro decided to do away with the plastic to be more environmentally friendly. Now, did they do it for authentic reasons or money reasons? That's a completely different story. We're not here to talk about ethics, we're here to talk about plastic. As well as how down bad I am right now, guys. Please help. Also, with the lack of plastic, there is nothing protecting you from its soulless gaze. On the box art, you get a nice picture of Bumblebee. The 87 stands for the 87 layers of hell I had to go through on my last figure review. Here is a look at the side. It says authentic, so you know it's authentic and not a bootleg. That's right, I won't be able to use bootleg in the title of this video to get extra views. I'm gonna have to be creative this time. I'm totally fucked. Here is the other side, and here is the back. And it comes with a backdrop, which is always great for toy photography. It's an official licensed General Motors product. My father is half car, so he knows a lot about General Motors. Let's open it up. Here is the backdrop it comes with. I'm definitely going to be saving this for some toy photography, which there will be high-res images of on my Patreon for only $1 a month. And yes, there will be pictures of the optional attack girl on there. You degenerate free. Here is the instruction booklet, which is a long accordion booklet. Now let us free him from his hell, so it can ensure torture and destruction upon the earth.
Unchain me, you fool.
Snip, 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 snip. Here is the figure, and he comes with a little weapon, which, unlike Optimus, he doesn't use to commit war crimes with.
Optimus, I said that was enough war crimes. Now it's your turn.
Also, an interesting thing to note is that it comes with this extra backdrop cardboard piece inside the packaging to protect the actual cardboard display. Is that environmentally friendly? I don't know. I don't know. Here is the figure, and it doesn't look too bad, honestly. I'm not the biggest fan of the head sculpt. It seems a bit more elongated than the movie, but the rest of the sculpting and molding on this figure is pretty good. The figure comes with these parts up right here, but you need to bring them down. The mechanical details on the thighs and abdomen look pretty good. It's got some mechanical details on the chest, as well as the arms. Some more mechanical bits on the legs. All the silver and gray bits look pretty good, and the yellow is also done pretty well. That metallic gray silver looks great on the face. He's got blue eyes, still looking very soulless though. There is no Autobot logo on his forehead, but if you collect third-party stickers, you might have some lying around, and these smaller ones might fit on there. The back of the figure is pretty standard for a Bumblebee figure. They managed to get the backpack area looking pretty flat, and everything folds in there pretty nicely. There's more mechanical detail on the back there, and this figure is honestly pretty good so far. They definitely managed to capture the Bayverse aesthetic of this pretty well. One thing I don't like about this line of figures is that they're pretty small, but they do have good detail, paintwork, and articulation. I feel like having this piece out right here does look kind of weird, and kind of ruins the silhouette of the figure. Now I do have some Bumblebee figures we can compare it to. Here it is next to Human Alliance Bumblebee. The colors are obviously different here. This is an older figure from Revenge of the Fallen, so the design and aesthetics are going to be different. And here it is with Ultimate Bumblebee. And here it is next to a token of my degeneracy. And here is its weapon, nothing too special. This might be a cool thing to give some paintwork if that's what you're into. It can fit into both hands, and it can plug into the back right here. It's always nice to have added weapon storage onto a figure, just like how it would be nice if I had a girlfriend. Now for articulation. The head is on a ball joint, so it's got all those ball jointy type head movements. This right here can also move. The arms can spread out into a T-pose, and the arms are on a ball joint as well, so it can move pretty freely around, but it can only move so far back before this gets in the way. And obviously same when bringing it up like this. Now the elbows are also on a ball joint, so you get a pretty good range of movement there. So you can bend the arms in, and you can spin at the elbows. However, the hands cannot move. The waist can spin all the way around. It can be a little tight out of the packaging, so just make sure not to break this piece because it is a bit flimsy. The legs are also on a ball joint, so they can go out pretty far, and they can move pretty high up. No, don't do that. You can bring the legs back until this gets in the way, but I have a solution for that you won't believe. Just bring the back piece up, and now you can move the leg even further back. And you get a 90-degree knee bend. And the knees can also spin around. You can bring the feet in, and there is toe movement right there. And I'm not sure if you knew this, but this figure can transform. We'll start from the back, bring these up, and then you want to bring out his back piece and unfold it all the way. Flip him over. You want to turn both legs around, and then turn the figure around from at the waist. Bring these bits out right here, then bring the feet out like this, and then straighten them out. Now bring this up. Same here. Now there's a hinge joint right here. You're supposed to bring
Sir, that is not how your mother raised you. Please go back.
Now there's that hinge joint right here.
Now bring the back of the car in like that.
Same here. Align this up, but don't tap it in place just yet.
Now you want to bring the feet in underneath here and make sure it ends up like this. I had to do it off camera because transforming on camera can be a bit difficult sometimes. Now flip it over and rotate these bits in right here.
And then bring them in there. And now you can finally connect the back. And now bring these pieces up right here. Peg them into place. Pull it down on the chest piece, bring it up, and then right here, bring that flap down. Now bring the arms down like that. Separate this out. Now you want to bring this up.
Make sure this is down like that, so that way it'll easily snap into place. And then you can continue to bring the legs further in. Now you can snap this in, same here, and then bring in those arms in here. Now we can bring this back up and close those doors, snapping everything together in place. And here is the vehicle mode, but I did have a problem on this side right here. I wasn't able to put it in all the way, like how it should be on this side. If I push this in, that pops out, and if I push that in, this pops out. And I think it might have to do with this paint spillage right here. There's a lot of paint spillage on here while the other side doesn't have any, and I'm thinking that might be messing with the tolerances, so I'm gonna file it down real quick.
Okay, so after filing down the paint spillage and some fiddling with the figure, that's about the best I can get it, and I've already spent too much time on this, so I'm gonna move on now. Now, I really do like the vehicle mode on this.
I do feel like the transformation on this is a bit complex.
There is a bit of difficulty getting some of the pieces to fit in properly,
but once you do it, you get a really nice vehicle mode. The figure really compresses down into the vehicle mode very well.
It is a shame that there is no Autobot logo on here. However, you can see the shape of one on both sides. You got a nice Chevy logo at the front. It looks like there is some quality control issues on my headlights. The vehicle mode is really good looking from all angles. Here's the side, here's the front, back, other side, and the bottom is really clean.
And you can store the weapon on the back right here. I am going to leave it off for the review though.
You got the taillights on the back in the shape of a license plate there. The black stripes look great. I'm not a big fan of the gray of the tires. I think black would have been better, but the wheels do roll pretty well.
You can open the door on this figure in vehicle mode. It just detaches from this part right here.
Now, if you want to see more videos of mine, check out this video right here. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And always feel free to comment down below what things you'd like to see me review next.